First at 4, 2 teenagers are dead and another 2 injured after a serious crash in Foster overnight.
We want to show you where this happened. It's a rural section of town on Salisbury Road near Route 6. Happened around 2 o'clock this morning. This was the scene as 12 News crews caught the car being towed away.
Let's get right out to 12 News reporter Brittany Schaefer, who spoke to a witness. She has new details live from Foster. Brittany.
Well, Chelsea, Brian, I spoke to an EMT who was the first responder on scene here. He tells me there were 4 people in the vehicle, all teenagers. You can see the impact on this embankment here, where there's also an arrow drawn by investigators, and just feet away here, debris left over from the car. The small community of Foster rocked after 2 teens die in a serious car crash.
When you have kids of young age, of that age, it affects the community pretty deeply.
Gordon Rogers was the first responder this morning after getting a call about a crash on Salisbury Road. At that time, not knowing the aftermath is something that's going to stick with him for a while.
It's just tough, especially this time of year, right after the holiday. You got to wear seatbelts. It's important. You know, I see it enough. 2
other occupants in the vehicle were transported to the hospital for evaluation. The exact details surrounding the crash are under investigation. It happened less than 2 miles from the police department. Rhode Island State Police were also on the back road investigating. I did reach out to Foster Police several times. They have not confirmed or provided any information at this hour. 12 News cameras captured the car being towed from the dirt road. Rogers, who is also a state senator, tells me the area isn't known to have crashes.
No, not on Salisbury Road. It's a back dirt road. A few sharp corners, but I'm surprised how just you don't see fatals on the back roads like that.
A neighbor who does not want to go on camera tells me she heard the crash at 2 a.m. Both she and Rogers say the teens were locals.
It's an extremely small, close-knit community, and a lot of people know everybody. So, and even the volunteers that show up on scenes, you know, it hits home.
And I just spoke to Foster Police about an hour ago. They are still unable to provide any updates or information at this time. Of course, when we do get that update, we will bring it to you as soon as we get it, both on air and online. Live in Foster, I'm Brittany Schaefer, 12 News.
A car crash in Foster leaves 2 teenagers dead and shatters a small community.
Total of 4 teens were in the vehicle at around 2 o'clock this morning when it crashed on a back road near Route 6.
That's where we find 12 News reporter Brittany Schaefer. She joins us live now with the latest. Brittany?
Well, Mike Shannon, I spoke to the first responding EMT. He tells me the car hit an embankment where the impact can still be seen. And now just feet away, there's car debris still scattered in the spot the 2 teens lost their lives. The small town of Foster has volunteer first responders like Gordon Rogers.
2 o'clock in the morning, the tones went off for a car accident on one of our back roads.
It's the type of call Rogers responds to often, but when he arrived on Salisbury Road, he soon realized it was different.
It's tough on the families. It hits home.
The serious crash left 2 teenagers dead. The other 2 occupants sent to the hospital for evaluation. 12 News cameras captured the car being towed from the dirt road with visible driver's side damage and a broken windshield. Some of that debris still scattered on the road this evening. This is a spot Rogers, who is also a state senator, tells me does not have many accidents.
I'm surprised how just you don't see fatals on the back roads like that. It's just tough, especially this time of year, right after the holiday. You got to wear seatbelts. It's important. You know, I see it enough.
The exact details surrounding the crash are under investigation by local and state police. I did reach out to Foster Police several times. They have not confirmed or provided any information at this hour. Both Rogers and a neighbor tell me the teens are from the Foster-Gloucester area. Several friends stopping by the scene today.
You have kids of young age, of that age, it affects the community pretty deeply. You know, you've seen it in past in other communities. It's an extremely small, close-knit community, and a lot of people know everybody. So, and even the volunteers that show up on scenes.
And about a half hour ago, the superintendent of Foster-Gloucester Schools sent 12 News a statement saying they are mourning the loss of 2 students. Now, grief counselors are available to speak with students about this tragedy. Live in Foster, I'm Brittany Schaefer, 12 News.